What's up everyone, welcome to the Cracker Crumbs update. I have somewhat of an unboxing and a little bit of some info and I guess a little bit of a rant on my part. Got my order from Midtown, which is a pretty small order, but they threw this in for free, which is masks #1, which I know absolutely nothing about. In the back it's got Vampirella, and the art is pretty interesting. I mean, it looks realistic, I guess. Kind of like the what was it, the oversized Batman that they had a long time ago in like the 90s. Kind of take a look. See how they are. Now, I was looking, I was like, I don't know anything about this, but the more I looked at it, I'm like, oh, you know, I recognize some people. That obviously has got to be the Shadow, and this over here is the Green Hornet and Kato. I was like, alright, I don't know who the hell that guy is, but hey, it was free. I can't complain. Moving on. Got the Batman the Dark Knight #14, because I want to see how this Scarecrow thing plays out. Pretty cool cover. I had gotten, let's see, Red Lanterns #14, because I want to see how this story plays out. See what happens with the Guardians, the bastards. This one I got because the first one and the #0 was pretty cool, so I got Talon #2. See how that goes. And this one, the one previous I liked, I thought it was cool, and this one I just really loved the cover. I just thought it was awesome. It's Batman Incorporated #5. And of course there's another one, the first one was awesome, so I had to get Uncanny Avengers #2. And this is, which I think is just retarded, but just me. It's supposed to be apparently the continuation of the Minimum Carnage, which is Venom #27.1. That whole .1 crap is just ridiculous. They should have just made it #28 and called it a day. Just me, I guess. And these I had originally ordered and paid for, but Midtown actually reimbursed me the money for them. So it's pretty cool. I got A+X #2, because I thought the first one was pretty good. And this one, I love the first one. All New X-Men #2. Pretty awesome cover. See how that goes. Now, moving on to some news that I found out, which chances are everyone probably already knows by now. But before I get into the news, I want to thank a couple of my new subscribers. One I think I already thanked, but what the hell, you know, might as well cover my bases. Oddfellow's Thoughts, thanks for subscribing, appreciate it. And Comic Book Sense, appreciate the subscription. And I want to say welcome back, Captain Strangelife. He made a video. You know, it sucks that you're still in a lot of pain, and I know I share your pain with knees. My knees are just flat out shot. I can't even like move without them crinking or snapping or being sore all day. So I hope you feel better a lot faster than you are. Get a healing factor. You gotta think positive and concentrate on healing, and you'll do it like Spawn. Concentrate on healing. But anyway, a couple things I found were very interesting. Apparently, Hugh Jackman is now signed on for the X-Men first class sequel, which is going to be the Days of Future Past with Bryan Singer. Patrick Stewart has signed on to play Professor X. Ian McKellen as Magneto, so that's pretty cool. As well as the other, was it McAvoy? Did the younger Professor X, and I forget who the younger Magneto was. But apparently they signed on. The girl who played Mystique, she signed on. I can't remember the names. Rebecca Romijn apparently signed on as the older Mystique. What the hell was the guy who played Beast signed back on? I'm trying to think. Apparently, from what I hear, Alan Cummings, who played Nightcrawler in the X-Men 2, is supposed to be in this one. They're claiming that they're negotiating with him now because apparently he had a little bit of a fallout with Bryan Singer, and they're trying to negotiate it because they want Nightcrawler because Azazel is going to be in it. So I guess that would be pretty cool to see a fight between the two of them, teleporting all over the place. And from what I heard, the big rumor is they're looking to cast Cable and Forge. Interesting. And a new Gambit. Very cool. So that's that. Now I'm going to get into a little bit of a rant, because it's not an evil rant or anything. It's just a rant about me being, I guess, overzealous on something. I was originally talking about how I wanted to try to complete my Amazing Spider-Man collection, just kind of focus on Spider-Man more than anything else, and maybe focus on X-Men. But I kept thinking, I was like, I have a pretty damn big Spider-Man collection. I could easily, fill this out. I was like, you know what? I'll start from 300 and I'll work my way up, and I'll see what I'm missing. That was the general idea, because originally, this year, in the summer of this year, when I went to the convention, I was like, I really want to finish collecting my McFarlane Spider-Mans, which I was able to do. I found 300, well, the original 300, because I had this, the chrome one. I found 298, which I didn't have because I had 299, and I found a couple of the other 300s that I missed, but I completed it. So I'm like, that's a pretty cool feeling. So what the hell? I'll complete my Spider-Man collection from 300 or whatever up, because I do have a lot of old Spider-Man from obviously below 300. But I was like, I'm going to concentrate on these. How many could I possibly be missing? So I went on the internet. I'm looking through stuff, and I'm trying to remember what covers were what. And I'm like, I don't think I have that one. I would write a little question mark if I had it or not. And then I went through my actual Spider-Man collection. Went through all the boxes I have of it, and I am missing a shitload. I wrote them all down. I have about 2 pages of just all the numbers that I'm actually missing of Spider-Man. And I kept thinking, I'm like, how the hell could I be missing that many? I was like, that's pretty much all I really collected. I focused on Spider-Man more than anything else. What I had forgotten was in '93, when I had actually, at the end of '92, I moved to Lindenhurst, and I would get my comics from Bailey's, which I've worked for them and stuff like that, and always got my stuff from them. Their original store had burnt down at the end of, the middle of '93. I'm sorry, not the middle of '93. Towards the end of '93, the beginning of '94. So from that time until, because I didn't even know they even had another store at the time, but so '93 to the end of '98, I didn't collect any comics because I didn't drive, and there was no real internet really, so I didn't collect anything from the end of '93 to almost the end of '98, and then I realized that Bailey's had opened up another store, which I didn't even know, which is bad on my part at the time. So that's when I started collecting a little bit here and there. I would buy a comic, one or two. So basically, because of that, I missed from Amazing Spider-Man 380 up until, let's see, number 690. From 380 to 690, I'm missing all of them. I have none of the 400s. I have like 1 or 2 issues from the 500s, and I only have the end run of the 600s. So I was like, oh my god, it's like I'm missing like friggin' decades worth of stuff. So my goal is, it's a little far-fetched now, because when I was looking at how many I'm missing like, hundreds of comics. I was thinking like, I'm missing maybe like 15, 30, maybe even 80 to 100. No. I'm missing about like 300 comics. So it's going to be a work in progress. I'm going to focus on them, because some of them are actually really expensive. So I'm going to have to really kind of, my new goal obviously is going to be just work from the new ones and work backwards, which was part of the original goal, but I was like, just, whatever. But the good thing is I wrote everything down, so I know what I'm missing. Finally did something right. So now when I go to the comic book store, I can, keep this in my my wallet and be like, all right, what Spider-Man am I missing? All right, and then, cross it off, and hopefully I'll be smart enough to cross the damn thing off. But, a lot of comics. Missing a lot. Anyway, that will do it for my lovely update. There was nothing else really I had to discuss. I'm waiting on another shipment from Midtown. So when I get that, I'll definitely make another video. I kind of stopped making the unboxing kind of things, because it does take a while to unbox all that crap. So it's kind of like unboxing without the unboxing. If that makes any sense. Anyway, if you like what you see, please hit the little like button. If you really like what you see, hit the subscribe button. I love getting new subscribers. I love looking at new stuff. And it's not the size of your man cave that matters, it's what you have in it.